They want to build a wall, but it's not the one you're thinking of. This wall is economic, and it's already going up. It's a wall made of tariffs, of political tension, a wall of silence between two of the world's closest friends. And it's creating a quiet crisis at the world's longest border. For decades, the border between the US and Canada wasn't just a line on a map. It was a symbol of friendship, of easy trade, of two nations that were basically family. But in 2025, that relationship is being tested like never before. New tariffs and political arguments have started a quiet economic war, and the people getting hurt are the everyday folks who call this border home. So how did we get here? It started when the United States imposed massive new tariffs on Canadian goods, a 25% tariff on most products and 10% on energy. The official reason? National security. But Canada didn't back down. They hit back with their own tariffs on billions of dollars of American goods. It became a back-and-forth battle, affecting everything from steel and cars to farmers' crops. The political talk has been just as damaging. Headlines about Canada becoming the 51st state and accusations of unfair trade have created a feeling of real distrust. This isn't just a disagreement anymore. It's a crack in a friendship that the whole world used to admire. A recent poll found that 91% of Canadians want to rely less on the U.S. economy, and 68% said their view of America has gotten worse. Let's hear from Allie Hayton, a business owner in Washington. The way Trump has put them down, all this talk about the 51st state, has just really angered the Canadians, so the ones who want to support us don't feel like they can. And that anger, you can feel it in the empty cash registers of American border towns. For generations, these towns have relied on Canadian shoppers coming south for better deals. But now, that economic lifeline is being cut. In Niagara County, New York, the outlet malls are quiet. Sales tax revenue has dropped. Fewer cars are crossing the Peace Bridge from Canada into Buffalo. Out west in Washington state, some cities have seen a 75% drop in Canadian visitors. This means billions in lost money. Businesses that once boomed are now on the verge of closing. Here's what one resident in Linden, Washington had to say. I think that Mr. Trump has really affected our relationships. And I mean, I've always felt that Canada was my sister. And so it's very sorrowful for me. This crisis isn't just about money. It's about a feeling of community that's being lost. For people here, the border was just a line you crossed for dinner or to see friends. Now, it's a source of tension. Listen to this Canadian shopper, Jessica. They had no idea what they were doing. They didn't know what the system was supposed to be charging. If I had an unlimited budget for groceries, sure, I'll buy everything Canadian, but I don't. Now let's look at the Canadian side. The impact there is just as deep. The Canadian government is telling people to buy Canadian, but for a lot of families, it's not that simple. The new tariffs have hit Canada's most important industries. Canadian steel and aluminum, which are huge suppliers to the U.S., have been hit hard. That means layoffs. The North American auto industry is a perfect example of the problem. Car parts can cross the border multiple times before a single car is finished. Every tariff adds a new cost. And it goes both ways. Peanut butter makers in Michigan and textile mills in North Carolina are all feeling the pain. This isn't just a border problem. The ripple effects are spreading everywhere. Think about this. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce says these tariffs could shrink the country's GDP by 2.6%. That costs the average Canadian family $1,900 a year. In the U.S., the GDP could drop by 1.6%. the average American family could lose $1,300 a year. These aren't just statistics. This is real money from real families. The feeling everywhere is uncertainty. Businesses are afraid to invest. Workers are worried about their jobs. For so long, the U.S.-Canada border was a symbol of friendship, a model for the world. But this new economic wall threatens to tear all of that down. The big question now is, can this be fixed? Can the trust that's been broken be rebuilt? Or is this the new reality for the world's longest border, a line that divides instead of unites? The answers will shape the future for all of North America. This story is still unfolding. To stay informed and understand what's really going on, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video, and let us know what you think in the comments below. We want to hear from you.